Okay guys, you know how we do it on this channel. 420 friendly, like the title says. Now, let's get into the game. Right now. Play the let's go with the Browns. So we're going against the Browns, guys.
Celebrating 6 decades of this great American tradition, off we go from Santa Clara. It's Super Bowl 60. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time, leading them out. The veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, they're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down, up past the 40-yard line.
I did not want him to go.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Watson will make the read and holds on. The ball comes out. The Cowboys have it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and It cannot be stressed enough.
Dak gonna put it up right away. He's gonna tuck it and go. What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. First down and goal.
I knew it wasn't.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. The first touchdown
You guys
of
want a
Super Bowl
$10 gift
60.
card to the
And once
PlayStation
they let the
Store?
quarterback out
Never
of the
been
pocket,
used.
it just became too many options at their disposal. They got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on...
Okay. If we make this, we'll take our bong rip.
His ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I'm still gonna
So
take
they
that bong
decide to
rip.
put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but their execution was just a little bit
Let's
off.
go.
And it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Watson to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him.
The ball falls incomplete.
Watson going to give it to Chubb. And that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in.
Secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take...
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. One of his teammates there to take
Doesn't
it back
matter.
in.
He still has to kick
So
it.
on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. Back deep to
Doesn't matter,
receive
guys.
the
Still
explosive
has to kick
Cavante Turpin. This brought in out past the 20. And it's a
Oh,
very
God,
nice
if I could have
return.
gone up the
He
middle.
has given the offense
Straight
a short
And a
field.
touchdown.
Set to go now on first and 10. Throwing is Prescott. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. And they'll finally run him
Keep
down,
on
but he
throwing
takes
it
it
again?
inside
No,
the
I'm
10-yard
running it.
line. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Now Prescott. There he goes again. And he will score. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful
the
2-point
2 points.
conversion.
Good workout for us. It worked great for us, guys. Oh, so what do you guys smoke on? Sativa, hybrid, indica? I have no idea what the
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
curious.
Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense.
Hold up, guys.
They
I'm just
trail by
curious
2
now.
touchdowns, so
Let's see what
time
this
is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Hey, but wait.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
I'll let you guys know in 1 sec.
Shotgun snap to Watson.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. That
Okay,
is
so we've been
DeMarcus
smoking an
Lawrence
indica
in there for the sack.
and a hybrid. Is what we're smoking. Big Chief is a hybrid. The grape is an
and long.
indica. Indica. So what do you guys smoke on? Hybrids, indica,
From the shotgun.
sativas?
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Cowboys have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
He keeps it himself. And he will get into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown Dallas.
What's this one, guys?
That his 2nd
Yeah.
touchdown of this Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're doing so good.
So the
Right
turnover
now.
turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he is stopped at the 25, and the drive will begin there. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And shows up a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Oh, man.
On play action, it's Watson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
That would have been cool if I would have hit it and my guy would have caught it.
Now Watson keeping this on the zone read.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold him to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They've raced out to a big lead as they look for a potential early knockout. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And that is incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Now he takes off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow the quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half, and they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
He'll take off again, and they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. He'll run again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this is caught. The fake spike works for a touchdown.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. Taking off, he'll carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Cowboys have it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Okay, let's go.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to run it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They'll look to pick up the pace. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Prescott. And he's in. Jake Ferguson.
Nice
Touchdown,
catch.
Cowboys. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Watson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
To return, it is Turpin. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with first and 10. He's going to keep it himself.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me, picks up a solid gain here on first down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. That's down the field for Lamb, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. It's second down. Here's Prescott. Again, working deep downfield. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's third and 10. Prescott be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Dak going to throw it here on first down. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. More from Santa Clara and Super Bowl 60 after this. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Off he goes. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Now he'll run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Denzel Ward in there defensively to knock it away. On third down, Prescott laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That was a bullshit.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal. Whoa, hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. A half yard, that's all they need on this third and goal. And he's into the end zone yet again.
Bullshitting me.
Dak Prescott, touchdown Dallas. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. And he takes it into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 62. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you two in just a moment. The Cowboys retreated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. And he did it with his legs, accounting for 3 first-half touchdowns on the ground. Sensational.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. On first and 10, Prescott taking off. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 33 yards. First down, Prescott. Now he'll run. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First and 10. Here's Dak to throw.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Oh, yeah. And he will score again. Dak Prescott,
We're just that
touchdown
good, guys.
Cowboys.
We're just that good.
Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and quarterback Deshaun Watson getting set for their next drive. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
I fumbled the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Browns getting their punting team out there, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And what a return. He sets up the offense inside the red zone. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. He's going to tuck it and go. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Yeah, here we go. Dak to throw. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Dak Prescott, touchdown Dallas. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try. He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Greg, kind of a head scratcher in this one. A fumble or two here or there. That's going to happen. But they've continually put the ball on the ground in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything quite like it, and kind of seems like when it rains, it pours. It gets a little mental for the ball carriers. They're kind of contagious in a sense, Mike. But you know who also gets really wrapped up in it is the defense. They say, hey, I've seen that ball pop out time and time again. You get those guys continuing to believe it's going to come out and attack the ball, and you have days like this today.
On 1st and 10, here's Watson. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Watson. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Watson. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Watson going to give it to Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It is Jordan Lewis who brought him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Ford. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's to...
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Deron Bland with the tackle. 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That is brought in at the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down. Now Watson. That's hauled in at the 2, and he'll take it on in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns.
They're gonna stop beating their asses.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns cut into the lead a little bit. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some 1st downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort. that I can recall in a long time.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be taken down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
There he goes again. Second down, Prescott. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now, this team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Back to throw is Watson. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And that's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Watson now on 1st down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Watson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. He'll return it from the 11. Whoa. And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Open man downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And they're gonna move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
Dak gonna throw it here on 1st down. And that'll be batted down and incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Dak. That is gonna be hauled in, he's got it. CeeDee Lamb, touchdown Dallas. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Cowboys have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
He keeps it himself. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense.